how can you be sure that the endeavors that you're funding are viable and will be sustained long term? What do you do to kind of monitor that?
Um, our program is deeply rooted in the belief that LPOs need to be sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
So all the work that we are doing is looking at creating strong and sustainable organizations. So that's why we focus on the system strengthening. And so we find that when these organizations have strong systems, they are able to have impact in their communities, and they're able to attract funders and other partners that want to work with them, because everyone wants to work with the winner. And we have different indicators that help us to track. We are looking at revenue, we are looking at beneficiaries, their interactions with funders. And so the data that we collect has really shown us that it's having impact. The budgets are growing, the beneficiaries are growing, and also their ability and capacity to attract partners to support their program has grown. So with that, we really feel that the work we are doing is having impact in the community.
Yeah. And it sounds like your donors are pretty behind you and pretty aligned on supporting this. Have you ever had, because I think, with development, it's not, and you don't get an instant result always. And so sometimes there can be challenges in portraying to donors what the results are. Have you had any of that in your work? And could you say more about what that's looked like or how you've overcome it?
Yeah, sure. I think you totally hit the nail on its head. Where funders, like I said before, we're not in this direct service business, so to speak, right? And so you don't have we built a well, and here it is. Here's a photo, here's the people in the community digging, all of that kind of fun stuff. And so it's hard to initially attract donors sometimes, right? Because they want to fund something tangible. They want to fund a project, and FCDE, we fund almost like a movement of these small grassroots organizations to really become sustainable and to build themselves up to be able to continue to work in the community successfully. And that takes a lot of, dialogue and alignment with the right funders. And so it's been a challenge to find out who's willing to have that discussion, who's willing to look into this realm. And we've had success. Siegel Family Foundation, I can give them a shout out because they were one of our earliest funders, and we've been a partner of theirs for 7 years, and they were amazing. And they really saw what we were doing in terms of the long-term benefits in the community. And there are a number of funders who once, once we knock on the door and they open it for us, they'll be in. And so, but it's a constant challenge. I think FCDE is very innovative in terms of also funding and finding initiatives that are aligned with our mission and vision, and that might be more able to receive a sort of program funding, which I think a lot of funders want to do. They want to fund a program, they want to fund a project, rather than sort of the unrestricted funding for an organization. And so we've been able to do that with a variety of discrete projects that are aligned with us and are also helping support our partners in that way.